Greetings everyone, welcome to issue 4 of the IDW Sonic comics and the final issue of the series' month-long debut. I'll get into that later. For now, let's recap what Sonic's been up to last time. Sonic met up with Knuckles at a town not threatened by badniks, but mercenaries that stole all the Wispins for themselves. Once robbed of their advantage, Sonic and Knuckles defeated them. They stuck around to party before Sonic heads back out, and Knuckles wraps up his resistance duties before returning to Angel Island. Unfortunately, the Mastermind has designs on said island and the Master Emerald. Spoilers are in effect, and I can tell you now, the Mastermind is not in this issue. Sonic spots another town under siege by a very large badnik force, this time coming from a giant buzz bomber. In a nice callback to issue 2, Sonic wonders if he can defeat all of them by himself, and would have benefited by having help from the Resistance. On the other hand, Sonic may not have known about the attack if the Resistance didn't get wind of it. Anyway, he's about to get to work when someone's already reducing egg pawns to scrap. Say hello to Tango the Lemur. You can see she lives up to her name as she uses her tail to make robots go boom. Sonic comes to her aid, and after some introductions, it's time to add to the junk pile. The badniks are done playing around. They bring out the giant Motobugs. One of them is even used as a tank. I wonder if it's a nod to that one Sonic Generations mission. I believe it's time for the guest game character to enter the party. And what an entrance she makes. Hello, Blaze. I see I'm not the only one excited by her arrival. Sonic and Blaze leap into action while Tango's awestruck. I assume that's awestruck and not the what the heck is going on face, though I wouldn't rule it out. Tango pulls herself together and uses her tail to get rid of the giant Motobugs. It's still not enough. The giant buzz bomber is still raining down replacement badniks, so it's got to go. Problem is, it's too high for Sonic and Blaze. Don't worry, Tango has the perfect solution. Using her tail as a slingshot, Tango launches Sonic and Blaze towards the Buzz Bomber. Blaze gives Sonic an extra boost so he can get inside to cause some mayhem. After it's softened up, Blaze uses a fire Kamehameha wave to finish the job. Don't worry, Sonic once again survives the destruction of an airship. For the most part. That can't be good for him. Sonic introduces Tangle to Blaze, and we get confirmation in this continuity that she is a princess from another dimension that guards the Soul Emeralds, in case some of you are wondering if she's from the future a la Sonic 06. Thankfully, it doesn't apply here. Speaking of the Soul Emeralds, they sent Blaze to Sonic's world because of an upcoming terrible event. Sonic jokes, sort of, that the Emeralds' timing is a bit off. They just had a war, and we get confirmation on another element of Sonic forces. Sonic was captured for a time before his friends freed him. Tangle suggests that the war was possibly a prelude to something else coming along. Something worse. Whatever the reason, Blaze plans on sticking around until the Soul Emerald's task is done. For the moment, Blaze is sticking around Tangle's town to help put out the fires. Before Sonic heads out, he says to himself, "I need a breather." Get it? As I said earlier, the Mastermind is not in this issue. However, the issue ends with a teaser into the next one as, in another town, somebody's observing the locals. That somebody is Dr. Eggman himself. I admit, the plot from a general perspective is a cut and paste of previous issues. Sonic arrives at a town under badnik siege, a game character arrives to assist, they solve the source of the problem, and finally the game character stays to clean up while Sonic moves on. So let's focus more on the unique elements of this issue. Tango the Lemur, our first heroic comic exclusive character. We didn't get to see much of her personality wise, but I do admire her willingness to help her town fend off badniks with her prehensile tail. Hey, if you have a gift like that, why not put it to good use? I wouldn't mind a character like this in the games. As far as I know, there hasn't been a Sonic character that uses their tail as a whip. I said as a whip, and don't tell me it won't work. Game characters like Shantae and Dixie Kong prove it's possible. Granted, it's hair instead of a tail, but the general idea applies here. And I'm getting a bit off topic. As I said last time, when you create original characters, they have to have a specific purpose. While Tangle doesn't exactly need to be here, she helps flesh out the new Sonic continuity. Plus, she doesn't hog the spotlight too much as new characters would often do. She does what she can to help our two game characters, and plays a key part in taking down the giant buzz bomber, allowing Sonic and Blaze to do the actual deed. I don't know about you, but it's great to see Blaze again. I mean, look how awesome she is. Her reason for being here, while giving us a chance to see her in the future, might be related to the Mastermind. Remember, the last time we saw whoever it is, it was eyeballing the Master Emerald. As any Sonic fan knows, Master Emerald plus potential Doomsday weapon equals trouble. That's what I think anyway. At least we're 99.9% sure the Mastermind is not Dr. Eggman. He's about to cause mischief elsewhere. The artist for this issue is Evan Stanley, and if you're wondering, yes, she's another Archie Sonic alumni. One of the great things about her art, as well as the art of the previous issues, involves the facial expressions. From Tangle's "What's going on" face to Blaze's "Are you sure about this" face, and finally Sonic's "Oh, I'm going to have fun with this" face. I admit, her Sonic looks a bit off at times, probably due to him being drawn at certain angles, but otherwise it looks great combined with Matt Herm's coloring. Part of it is because Evan does a fan comic on the side called Ghosts of the Future, which is posted on her DeviantArt page, so she's had a bit of practice. Overall, issue 4, while repeating some bullet points, offers some creative things like the giant classic badniks. It mostly keeps a balance between the three primary characters and sets up potential future plots. And I wouldn't mind if Tangle appears in the future. So we've come to the end of our month-long introduction to IDW's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's been nice setting up this new continuity and seeing some of the old gang in action. For those wondering if this book will succeed, I can safely say, for now, that's a yes. At the time of this video's creation, issue 1 not only has sold out its first printing, but its second, with a third on the way. And issues 2 and 3 are about to have a second printing of their own. Reviews about the books are overwhelmingly positive, and from what I've seen online, it's attracting readers who have never picked up a Sonic comic before. If you haven't had a chance to pick up the issues, I highly recommend doing so. You could go for Tyson Hayes' A covers, which form a connecting picture, or the B covers done by the artists of their respective issues. There are other cover options, but they can be harder to find and a bit pricey. Now that we'll be entering the monthly releases, coming up in May, we'll take a look at issue 5 featuring the return of Dr. Eggman. Sorry, Eggpon, but only Heavy Rider could make riding a Motobug look cool.